Living the dream.
Oh, tight swing, mate.
And he gets to see my face every week, so I mean, how lucky is he?
Absolute professionals at this.
We do put it on YouTube.
I'm genuinely impressed, mate. Genuinely impressed.
Edit that.
We'll cut that bit out.
Good evening, Andy.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Vietnam. Good morning, Vietnam.
Every time you are listening to this is, welcome. How are we doing?
Yeah, not bad, mate. What weird intro that is. Don't do that ever again. Stay on script.
Script? It's live. Every week you say, don't say that again. So I change it, and then you say, don't say that again. What am I supposed to say?
Just say hi. Hi.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. How was you with him?
I was trying to think earlier what I've done this week, and I can't really think of anything I've done.
Must be Jubilee.
Yeah, but I've done nothing for the Jubilee.
But same. We put some bunting up.
Didn't do that.
But I've not really been tuned into anything. I'm not. We was at football with Noah, and I was talking to Alec, and he was telling me about. Have you seen the Paddington Bear? The Queen, the Paddington Bear.
I haven't. No, I know what you mean. Though.
So I missed it, and he was telling me about it, and I was like, "That sounds class. I'm good. I missed it, so I'm going to try and get it on catch up." Because I was saying to him, how good is she that she doesn't think she's above doing something?
Nah, it'd been a fake.
What, you don't think that was the Queen?
No, I think it was a fake.
Oh.
I don't really. I've not even seen it.
I'm going to have to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Well, because Alec was saying, like, at one point I was thinking, oh, it's CGI, but then obviously you could tell it wasn't if that is it. But I'm going to watch it because, like, I love the fact that she's happy to be one of the people. Like, she could quite easily go, no, piss off.
She probably did.
Sometimes. But apparently as well, no one else knew. All the rest of our family, there was only her and Paddington knew about it.
No, somebody else definitely knew.
No,
Paddington didn't just walk into Bug P and just go, "Hey up, Liz."
He can. Paddington.
Yeah, but he had to take a cameraman with him.
Okay, yeah, I get that. Unless he'd set a tripod up, and off he went. But like, apparently the rest of our family didn't know about it. How good's that? I think that's quality from
They didn't know about it because none of them have been talking to each other at the moment.
No, there's only Harry that's not talking to anybody.
No.
And Andrew. We don't talk about Andrew.
We don't talk about him.
He's ruined your name. He's ruined the name for the Andrews.
And maybe the youngest of three, I was always like known as the Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really a nickname I really fancy nowadays.
Not Prince Andrew. How convenient was it they got COVID, by the way? Convenient.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, whatever. How's your week been?
Good. Like I say, I've had one of those weird, not done much, but seem to have been rushed off my feet. He's playing cricket now on a Friday night. Him and her both playing cricket. So that's seems like a boozy night. So like I get home, I go home on Friday, and I was like, I can't do this. 2 weeks on the trot, I've had a good skinful at the cricket club, thinking I can't get this up for 8 weeks. My bank balance won't take it.
You'll give it a good go though, won't you?
I will. But then it just like I'm on the back foot. Like I don't mind being a bit ropey. I have a couple of beers on a Friday night, but not to the point where I'm ropey on Saturday. I have a couple of beers on a Sunday night, on a Saturday night, and I'm ropey Sunday. I've just ripped my weekend off. Whereas I don't mind having a bit of a groggy head on the Sunday, but I can't do the whole weekend with a groggy head.
You could if you tried.
I can.
You need more practice.
I can do it. I just don't think it's right for my body. Anyway, I'm on a really strict diet now.
I was just going to say this because this is the thing, innit? You exercise a fair bit. I want to say you eat bad. Do you?
Yeah, I try and exercise. I try and what's it called where you can't out-train? No, I try and out-train a bad diet. That's what I do.
Right. So you exercise over your what you're eating.
Yeah.
So you eat and then go, sorry, I'll exercise tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much. And tip for anybody, you can never exercise over a bad diet.
Yeah, you can't sustain that, can you?
Well, it's just not good for your heart as well. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm off a bit gung-ho in the fact that I'm going to go low to zero carb where possible. Cut the bread out, cut the butter out, cut the potatoes, rice, pasta, and just go meat and veg and salad.
So what's the deal with the beer?
What do you mean?
Are you cutting the beer out?
Once again, low to zero.
That's what'll do it.
No. I go from January to my birthday, done it like 3 times, but it never made a difference to my diet. I never lost weight from it because I then substituted by eating food. Do you know, like on an evening,
but
I'm supping some beers, and then I'm like, but if I'm not supping beers, I'm like, yeah, I'm bored, peckish, so I'll eat. It drives me nuts because I'm hungry. She's like, you're not hungry, you're just bored. I'm like, yeah, no, but I want to eat. I love eating. I love it. I love it.
I just like food in my face.
I do. Genuinely love eating.
Like the feeling of it.
Well, it's the. I don't think it gives me a warm feeling, but I just like eating. I like eating comfy food. It's weird. I get why people are really fat.
All right.
I get it. Don't you like eating?
I do, yeah.
Because I wish I was one of them people that only ate to survive. I love them people. Have you come across them people?
No.
Oh, I know a few.
Food, like, I won't say I was obsessed with food, but I genuinely think about what I'm eating next. But not because I'm hungry, just because I need to plan.
Yeah.
But man, it takes off your life.
Oh, yeah, because I'm thinking, whoa, food.
Easy. Don't ever look at me like that again.
But yeah, I know some people that are only eat to survive and they hate eating.
They're weird.
They find it as a chore. And they're like, I've got to eat or else I'm going to drop down dead.
I think these people are liars.
They just don't like food. They just can't. They just have no enjoyment out of it. They just do it as necessity.
Yeah, they maybe had a rough upbringing.
I wish I was like that.
It's always about the upbringing.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with food. Oh, bad childhood.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's not go down that dark hole because I started crying on the podcast.
Right. I want to talk about this week's news stories.
News?
What's in the news this week? So, I've got a few stories here. Have a pick which one you fancy talking about. I mean, some of these, I don't even know how. This must be where journalists start, because these are boring stories.
Well,
and not even news.
Well, I'm losing the love for news at the moment because it's like, do you know, clickbait? We're in that because adverts and stuff like that. It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Like the newspaper had to capture with a decent story because you won't look reading that article because then they won't try to make you read that article because there's an advert on it. Whereas now, any old tosh goes on a news headline, you click on it and go, it's nothing to do with what I just said.
And you have to click 7 pages before you get to the story you actually want to do. Right, so world's largest Jaffa cake weighing 80 kilograms is created by British Bake Off winner. I don't even think that's a good thing.
No, that is...
We could do that.
Yeah, my problem with that is...
It's big enough of them.
What a waste. In the times we live in at the moment where people are struggling to eat, most people are on breadline.
You're not struggling to eat, though, are you?
No, I
love eating.
I'd eat that now. No, but Johnny, that's very gluttonously waste. Don't get me going, because there's loads of things. I watch things on telly and I think, what we're doing that now?
Yeah,
where's that going?
You know, like the these man versus food challenges.
Yeah,
they generally make me feel sick. It's just people slamming food in the face, like food porn for you. Oh dear.
But yeah, what a way! It's gluttonous. That I don't agree with. Like I
don't
like
think it's a skill though either. It's not like, you know, if you bake, like you've seen these cake things now where it's like, is it real or is it a cake?
Oh, my kids love that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
An absolute skill. If you can make something that looks genuinely 100% like a real thing, and you can't tell the difference until you smash your face in it.
Well,
but that's just making a big Jaffa cake.
I don't want to go off topic, but do you know like cake versus is it real or is it fake, that cake thing?
Yeah.
Well, they're standing about 12 metres away. I'm like, nobody can't tell what it is. But you can tell if you go really close, you can go, cake, not cake.
In a dark room with one eye closed.
But they're like, which it is, and they're going, I'm too far away to actually tell what it is. Con that programme. But my kids love it anyway.
Next story. So, the Jaws 1 film, there was a young lad that played a very small part in it, but quite a pivotal role, where he put a shark fin on his back and pretended to be a shark. You remember that bit?
Yeah, I do.
The guy who played that boy is now the chief of police in that town where that film was filmed.
So, yeah, okay, so because the town's fake, innit, in Jaws? It's like a made-up place.
It's a place, but it's not called.
Yeah.
Like Balamori.
Balmore's not real.
No.
Yeah, how cool's that? That's a bit quirky, isn't it? That's like full circle stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Do you reckon he's had to the beach ever?
Well, it does say that he did tell somebody off because they did exactly what he did.
No, he didn't. That's just good journalism. What's happened there is jealous gone. It would be really good if you had to tell you go, man, I did tell a kid off once for splashing and stuff. What should we make it that? Yeah.
Did he put his hand on his head like a mohawk and pretend?
Yeah. Roughly. Right, I'm writing it.
Yeah. Did he go, duh? Boy discovers puma in school toilet. Have you ever discovered anything in the toilet?
I think we said boy discovered pube then.
Where did you discover yours?
My bedroom.
That's because you was looking at somebody else.
No, I don't think I've ever found out in the bathroom that I shouldn't have been.
No. Toddler orders 31 cheeseburgers. He got on his mum's phone and accidentally ordered 31 cheeseburgers. And he left a £12 tip to a total cost of 73 quid.
You've heard of things like this. Do you know, like people like on Amazon and stuff like that? And Alexa's apparently really bad for doing it as well. Like, do you know, kids will say, Alexa, I want such and such, and then it'll drop into their parents' basket, but purchase it and it rocks up and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard stories like that. You know, in fact, I get parcels turn up to my house that I think, who's ordered that? And then I look back on my history.
You've been drunk.
I've been drunk.
Drunk and by.
Good times. Welsh local councillor resigns after repeated allegations that he's Banksy. So I would ask you, have you ever been, what's the word? Has anybody ever thought you were somebody else that you know?
I get, people think I look like Tyson Fury. A poor man's Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
I get that a lot.
Wish version of Tyson Fury.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And I used to look like Bombhead, do you know, from Hollyoaks? I
can see that. But only because you had the same sort of
haircut. Yeah, I was in Tenerife, something like that. I was playing bingo, and you know the rep he's playing, and I was sat really far away, and he like just stopped playing bingo and went, "Oh, Bombhead's here," and I was like looking around, and he pretty much made a big like point of saying I look like Bombhead, and I was like, "What?" And then when I was at college, a couple of people said, "You like Bombhead?" I was like, funny you say that, because someone said that.
Bumhead.
Shut up.
Florida man arrested after stealing a crossbow by shoving it down his trousers. Have you ever shoved anything down your trousers that you shouldn't have?
No. Don't need to, mate.
Just your hand. A bullock. What is a bullock?
A male bull.
Okay.
A cow, and then a bull. Bullock. Is it not young? Is that what I say?
It says a young bullock.
So a bullock is a male. A bull, and I think it's
a little one.
I think it's called bullock. Someone tell me if I'm wrong, but I think the full.
Somebody will definitely tell me.
Etymological name is bullock.
But we just call it bull.
And so then we have cow for female.
Should we call it bullock shit?
Because calf is a small cow or bull.
Yeah, and a foal is a small horse.
Yeah.
What point do you get to where it's not? Like
age, isn't it?
Is it? Is it
like
not
us.
size?
No, it's like us.
What if you're...
Yeah, but it's like us.
Yeah, but you'd have like a small child and then an infant.
Yeah.
What if you've got like a small child?
Yeah, but it's defined by age, isn't it?
When you
the age of 18 is a child.
How do we know how old horses are? Don't come with a birth certificate, do they?
Size and hands and whatever.
Hands and. Can't just go touching horses nowadays. Right, so this young bullock fell into a swimming pool after making his escape from a field, and he had to be winched to safety by firefighters. So my question to you is, have you ever had to be winched out of somewhere?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not until that's why I'm on a diet, so I have to get winched out of somewhere.
Amy's just ordered one off Amazon, just in case. So, which one of these stories do you want to discuss in a little bit more detail?
I think the Banksy one.
The Banksy. So, just to go back to the Banksy one, William Gallen has served on Pembroke Docktown Council, some 136 miles away from Banksy's home city in Bristol. And people keep accusing him that he's Banksy. So he says, it's undermining my ability to do the work of a councillor, and has resigned to be an artist.
Yeah, that's what Banksy said.
It's a weird one, isn't it? Because I'm like, well...
I didn't know said you look like somebody.
Not that I'd like to repeat. Somebody did once say that I look like Richard Gere. And I'm sure somebody said before I look like Robbie Williams.
Who are these people?
But Richard Gere looks nothing like Robbie Williams.
And you look nothing like Richard Gere or Robbie Williams. What a paradox we're in here.
Yeah.
You like the Bo Selector bear?
The Bo Selector bear?
Yeah, do you know the little bear? You like him?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. You do, mate? I think I've said this before to you.
I don't think you have.
I just thought
You
it.
sold it to everybody else.
Yeah. Do you know the Buzz Lightyear I'm on about?
I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're on about, yeah.
You look like him. Do you know, not the bear bit, but just when you see everybody's head come through it all.
I mean, I'd rather look like Richard Gere.
But you don't.
No, but I don't. I genuinely don't. So, what do you think about this? Have you ever been? You've never, apart from Tyson Fury, never been mistaken by anybody else. But tell me about Banksy. What's the deal?
Well, no one knows who he is, do they?
Yeah. Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, the whole point is that no one knows who Banksy is.
Well, it just says here, Banksy's hometown.
Bristol.
It's 136 miles away from his hometown. So somebody knows where he lives. Do you think he puts on his pictures, like at bottom?
Bristol.
If found, please return to...
No, it's only because it started popping up in Bristol first, wasn't it? The think is from there. Is that I'm saying it? I'm not sure if I'm right there. I'm sure. Oh, is that started popping in Bristol, and then it started to get wider from there, which is why I think he's from Bristol.
I think that a lot of people know he is. But just keep it secret.
I don't know.
You're not convinced, are you?
No, because
Like Santa Claus, there's a lot of people know he is, but just keep it secret. He could walk around streets. People would go, I know what that is. Without saying anything.
what are you talking about? Yeah, but loose lips sink ships, and I don't think people can
No,
keep that
big icebergs.
like that as well. But yeah, I don't believe people can keep that a secret enough.
So you thinking that if people knew, they'd just go, I'm just going to tell them because I can?
Yeah. I believe there's an inner circle that know, but I don't think anyone of substantial knows who he is.
I do.
Who? Tell me right now.
How do I know that it's not you?
Rumbled, damn it. It's on a good run.
If you were Banksy, would you tell me?
No. Because that ruins the thing, because you can't keep your mouth shut. No, but that's what I'm saying.
We've got a podcast to do.
The whole point is, it's the anonymity in it that is it can live a normal life to a degree with the fame that comes with it.
Yeah.
Which I would love, by the way.
So you get the fame, the recognition, the dollar, without all the additional hassle.
Yeah, because you can walk down the street. Because that, to me, that is the worst thing about being famous, is the fact that you can't then do anything normal in life.
Yeah, I think we've touched on gluttony. There's a certain element when you're famous of, what's it all about?
Envy.
Me? Yeah, that
Is it envy? Vain. Vain.
vanity.
Vanity, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in there with celebrities. It's like, oh, look at me. And I think, obviously, this is the other way around. I wonder if at some point he's going to come out.
What? And say, I like men.
Well, what if he came out and nobody believed him?
Well, that's probably the point where we're at. I'm surprised people haven't tried to pretend they are Banksy.
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies about who he might be. Obviously, this counsellor.
My favourite is Neil Buchanan.
Why? Because Neil Buchanan can draw.
Yeah?
But there's a lot of people that can draw, can't
I
there?
know there is, but I like the fact that people think it's...
It'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
I think it'd be brilliant.
I think it'd be pretty cool. But
Have you seen Art Ninja on CBBS? CBBS?
No.
Well, that's just Art Attack, but for my kids now. It does the exact same thing. It's like watching Art Attack, but modern. It's called the Art Ninja. He's from Bristol. Genuinely. He's Banksy.
He's hiding in plain sight.
Oh, man. He's like Logo's a rat as well.
Right? So this guy...
Hang on. I know Banksy.
You've done it. You've solved the rhythm.
Go on, you keep going while I just Google Art Ninja.
So, what was he on about?
Oh, no. His Logo's ninjas.
Well, I thought
it was a rat. This guy, I thought that was a rat for some reason. That could resemble Banksy's rat, couldn't it? If you squint.
And you put it 12 foot away.
I don't know where he's from.
So you've just...
I made up he's from Bristol.
You've just claimed he's from Bristol. You've just claimed his logo is a rat. And now you're backpedaling massively.
I'm all over the place here. Art Ninja. Ricky Martin.
He's living La Vida Loca, that guy. Is that what he's called?
Yeah. Ricky Martin.
Right. My other question is, do you think Banksy's name is like
An anagram of his
deer,
real name.
or I think it's like Steve Banks, and everybody just knows him as Banksy. So like all his mates could know him as Banksy. They might think he goes like for an office job every day, 9 to 5. He's like, oh, where are you this week, Steve? Oh, I'm across in Hampshire, and then suddenly a picture pops up in Hampshire.
Yeah, once again, then that's going to give it like. It annoys me a little bit that I don't know who he is. Do you know, like, as in, like, but then once, do you know, like the whole Stig thing?
Yeah.
I used to love it. I used to love the whole charade that came with it. Like, obviously, Jeremy and all them not knew who it was, but the whole thing about it's this guy, and everyone's like, oh, I think it's this guy. And people trying to work out who he is and things like that. I love that. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah, and I think when it came about, certainly the Stig thing, it was everybody thought it was a race driver, didn't it? Like a Formula One race driver. One at Schumacher's, I think. Ralph Schumacher.
Yeah.
Done won it, but it wasn't him.
He was a rally driver, wasn't he? English rally, like Chris Smith was called, wasn't he? Was only a live rally driver.
Yeah, he was a stuntman, wasn't he?
I don't know. I thought it was like a rally driver.
Yeah, I think he was, and I think he did stunt work.
Right.
Stunt work.
But then it sort of ruined it when that came out.
Yeah, they killed him, didn't they? It's because he brought a book out, didn't he?
And the Stig, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
But is that because he like thought I'm not getting the recognition I deserve here? Like, do you know, for me, like, I'd love to be the Stig in the fact that I can take my helmet off and just walk down the street and no one gives monkeys who I am. My bank balance is brilliant. I live a life of Riley and no one's bothered who I am. Whereas he must have got to the other way around where he's like, I don't like the fact that people don't know who I am. He's walking down going, it's me, people.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's Ben Collins was the one that came out, but there was one before him called Perry McCarthy.
Also, they changed the Stig over the time. We didn't even know they changed him.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
And then there's a Stig now, isn't there? I liked it. I used to like on Top Gear where I used to bring out like fat American Stig.
Yeah. I used to love things like that. I mean, Top Gear was brilliant. I'm not saying that the one now's not any good, but they just tried to redo. They should have just gone completely different. Because like they kept saying studio and stuff like that, and they like tried to keep the same concept. And
yeah.
I don't know how they could mix it up, but like when you went from Fifth Gear to Top Gear, it was like there was two different programs. Fifth Gear was like super serious, all about test driving, and there wasn't any really fun element. And then obviously Jeremy split away, didn't he, and went and did Top Gear, and it got really silly. It became a bit of a slapstick thing. And then the new Top Gear, they tried doing a bit of both. Tried to get a bit of Top Gear, a bit of serious journalism in there with the fun, but the fun just didn't.
Yeah. I think that because everybody had been used to them three as well, having such a really good rapport. Yeah. And then when they brought three new people in, it just didn't work.
I liked it with Chris Evans. I thought Chris Evans was a good mix.
Yeah.
And he got canned off. He got hammered, didn't he? Which is why he stepped away. But he was a proper car nerd. He knew his stuff. He knew what he was talking about. A bit like James May. You know, he took on that persona of being like a bit straight-laced, a bit... Yeah, he's a fun guy.
Yeah, like a big old mushroom.
Yeah, fun guy.
Yeah. Have you got an unpopular opinion this week?
I have got an unpopular opinion.
I'm fuming about mine.
Go on.
Right.
I like that.
My unpopular opinion this week is bargain deals, and I put bargain in inverted commas, a little bunny rabbit ears, that you think, I don't even think it's a good deal, but why do they offer like multi-buys on stuff that you don't want?
Do you know what? We're near enough the same thing.
I'll give you my example. Right, so I've been doing some painting this week and I needed some masking tape. It is masking tape, isn't it? Masking tape. And I'd bought some and I'd used it all. So I went to the shop to get some more. And the only place I could find some, there was 3 rolls. Who in the heckers is using 3 rolls?
Someone who's going to mask the house and keep some for later on. But this goes back to that when you bought a peeler, didn't it? And you got 3 peelers.
Yeah.
I wanted 3 peelers, right? I didn't want one peeler. I want to do them one at a time, rest of them doing my toes.
Exactly. When I used to shop for my grandma, you used to get like runner beans, and it'd be like, buy one, get one free. She don't need that many runner beans. And who does need that many runner beans? How big is your family to be having to eat 2 packs of runner beans?
Right, so mine is very similar in the fact that we're like it's Tesco's and supermarkets. I've gone with the brand. Like I keep getting caught out with the club card thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it drives me nuts. It's always on things that I've got like an offer with it, if that makes sense. And I get why they're doing it because there's probably been a point where they're missing out on so much data on who's buying what. And that's the reason why I have a club card.
Yeah.
People think it's because you're getting money. It's so they can monitor what you want and target you and advertise and pump things in that you want. So my opinion, and it stems to the buy one get one free or the buy three for the price of two. I want one. Do you know what I mean? And you're saving, like sometimes you look at it and you go, well, I'm only saving 5p on each. So I've saved 15p, but now I've got two that I don't need, but I've saved 5p. But you can't not go, well, I just have one because it's a deal. And we're just stuck in this marketing jungle.
That's exactly it. We're being exploited, but because I use this term loosely, we're fairly intelligent people.
Who is? Speak for yourself.
You can kind of know that's the thing, but people are going out there going, "Oh, that's yellow. It's 50p off. I'm having it." But actually, if you look at it, it works out dearer. You're spending £2 where you would have spent £1 on something that you just want, but now you've got twice as much for something that's perishable. That's the word, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's something that's perishable that you're probably just going to throw in bin.
Yeah. No, the only times I think is a good one is when it's meat. Do you know if it's like 3 for a tenner?
Yeah, stuff like that, and that you can freeze.
I think that's probably a good one. But when you can get a pack of 24 crisps and it's buy two for £6, but yeah, it's one for £3. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't know, one for £2.75. I don't know. They've just done bad maths there, big time. But what was it? But why? You just enforcing people to stockpile products. You're forcing people to buy more than they need, which means they're going to consume them.
Or throw them away.
Yeah.
They'll just get to a point where they go, oh yeah, just we've not eaten all them runner beans. 2 bags of oranges. Buy 2, get 1 free. Who needs 3 bags of oranges?
Do you know what we need to do? We need to go shop together and just split the bill at the end of the day.
Yeah. I'll have the free stuff. Pens. I mean, a pen, right? How often in your life have you gone, wow, I've had that pen from start to finish.
Never.
And I've used it. Or
never.
It's very rare, isn't it?
No, never. I don't think I've ever had a pen. I've gone, I'm trying to think this thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done it. I either get ink where I really ink everywhere. I don't think it's bust.
It's all over your face. You've chewed it to pieces. Oh, you lose them, don't you?
Were you there that day when I busted a pen in my mouth at work? No one told me for ages. So I was sending customers like blew all over my face.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Chalk. Who needs that much chalk?
Kids.
Right.
Back up.
But I've got this one for you. I've got your back on this one. So what I'm thinking, right, my other thing is nappies. Why can't you get buy 2, get 1 free on nappies? Something like that. Or the ladies' products. Do it on them.
This is what I'm on about. So Tesco's give you the deals on things that it's like they're trying to get rid of things that they need to sell so you get a good deal on it. It's like Pringles. Now for me, it's always a tube of Pringles is £2, but actually if you scan your club card, you get it for £1.50. But actually, let's leave it at £2 and go get something like a lettuce, and let's reduce that down on your club card point so people can eat healthy and eat better. But it's like all the crap and you're giving them more temptations, more bargains.
Yeah, all your stuff that you need.
Yeah.
Deodorant.
Bog roll.
Nappies. Feminine hygiene products.
Yeah. This should be free feminine hygiene products.
Condoms. Wow.
There
was a silence. But stuff like that people genuinely need.
But like certain things as well that really frustrates me. It should be an essential product. Like people shouldn't go without. Like the get-go. Like I don't want to keep bringing it up. Like feminine products. That should be like wholesale. You don't buy. You are given.
Yeah, I was watching a thing on Steph's Packed Lunch about it.
Because
actually,
what can you do? You can't not.
Well, this is my thing: is if things start to get too dear and you're getting 2 lots of runner beans, you're going to have to start using them for alternatives. I'm not saying.
Wow, that went dark quick.
I'm not saying as a feminine hygiene product, but I've got alternative uses for chalk.
Good,
Right?
not alternative use, but
No, not what you're thinking.
clean
Right,
cooker with it.
So you can prevent your silver and your jewellery from tarnishing. Right? So
What products we got here? Chalk.
So chalk, yeah. So if you bought 2 lots of chalk and you're never going to lose 2 lots of chalk, unless you're Banksy. Are you Banksy?
Yeah.
Right. You can use it to, you wrap it, add some pieces of chalk that are wrapped in cheesecloth, so you need some cheesecloth as well, absorb moisture to the drawer and keep your silver looking more new than old.
So what you've just done there is a Tesco's thing and gone, you got too much chalk, buy a cheesecloth.
Yeah.
I've just sold you something you didn't need.
I don't even know what, I don't even know what cheesecloth is.
I don't know either. Cloth made of cheese?
You can use it to clean pewter. I don't know what pewter is. You can deter ants with it.
Can you?
I think you just launch it at them.
Why? You crumble up and they go, it's hand powder, and it's not hand powder. Is that all hand powder is? Chalk?
Right. It's picnic weather, which means ants, but they sneak into your house too. Bless you. Bless you again. Draw a line and they should not cross the line. They listen. The chalk will prevent them from being able to detect the scent of other ants. Apparently that works. Wall touch-ups. If you need a touch-up with your walls and your paint, just dab it.
Just going back to that chalk with ants. Have you ever done that experiment at school?
What way you draw a line?
You draw a circle around an ant, and it can't get out of the circle. Confusing. Same with chickens. If you get a
draw a circle around a chicken?
No, you get chalk again, but get on its beak, and then put it down and draw a line away from its beak, but its head or you go towards its beak. One or two. I can't remember how this. Get it right because I claw your eyes out. But it'll just stare at the line. It hypnotises it.
Right, just so we know, just so we don't get sued for anything, we're not advocating grabbing chickens' heads and drawing lines with its beak. Just stick it in its mouth.
No, its beak. You draw a line from its beak away, and it gets stuck to the line. You're can't not look at the line. True that.
Okay.
It's not QI. I've tried it.
You can keep your screws secure. Isn't it frustrating when you're trying to screw in a screw, but it keeps slipping? All you have to do is scrape each side of the flat screwdriver with chalk, and the screw will stop slipping and sliding.
That's cool.
Keep your toolbox looking like new. Don't cover it in chalk. No, apparently, keep some chalk inside. It helps your tools from getting rusty.
Mm-hmm.
Add it to your hamper. Some piece of chalk in a plastic open bag and place it at the bottom of your hamper. It helps to ward off mildew and odours by absorbing moisture. Wow, instant paper art. Create your own chalk. No.
But when we're talking chalk, we're not talking classroom chalk. I think we're talking industrial chalk here.
No, this is like your standard classroom chalk, this.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so, I mean, there you go.
Because it goes through a refining process, doesn't it? The chalk we use on the wall and stuff. It's not chalk that you get out of the mine.
Yeah. A slight small victory as well from one of my purchases. So, because I went to get this masking tape and I didn't want to buy 3 rolls of it for £4.50. No, I knew I had some but couldn't find it, and then I found it.
Oh, nice.
So, small victory. So, I didn't buy it. I wasn't going to buy it anyway. I'd just managed. But little tip. So, I've been painting, and the masking tape proper done me a nasty. You know, taking it off and it's just pulled all paint off everywhere. So,
Borrowed masking tape as well.
yeah, cheap. But I've only paid for that extra. Cardboard right next to edge and painting like that. Yeah, that's where I'll go in future. Don't need your stupid masking tape.
I've seen you painting now.
I know it's shit. Looks alright if you look at it from distance with one eye.
Yeah, it's like a cake thing. You can see from a distance, you can't tell what it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right, that's it.
Happy days. Happy Dad Sales Day.
We've the studio needs vacating. We've only paid up to 35 minutes.
Okay.
So I'll see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday.
Keep yourself smiling.
Stay safe.
And yeah.
Toodaloo.
Thank you for listening right to the end of this week's podcast, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at dad_tales_ or get involved by emailing us at dadtales@outlook.com. You can also now join our Facebook page by searching Dad Tales.
Keep the feedback coming. We are genuinely humbled by all the input and the comments you have provided us. Stay safe, celebrate small victories, and keep smiling.